Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another virtual Wargaming live battle report. Today I'm playing a game of Warhammer Fantasy 6th edition using the border patrol rules between Beasts of Chaos and Bretonnia. Last time I said I'm going to try and remember to do flank attack for the next border patrol. And then I made a battlefield without the flank attack assignment and went, whatever, it's fine, I'm not going to bother with it. So unfortunately we just have another pitched battle today. I apologize for that, but it is what it is. And I think I like this battlefield that I've made for it, though. So we're going for a sort of a Bretonnian village theme for it, or like a village outskirts, I suppose, at this point. I know I haven't done themes in a long while. I still have loose themes, and I remember my third video. I was like, yeah, I have vague stories behind these, and then I just immediately abandoned that thinking. But this is back. We have a little bit of a story behind this wall. An implied story behind this one, and tomorrow's video will also have an implied story behind that one. So let me go ahead and jump into introducing our armies, starting with Bretonnia. So Bretonnia, we have leading them a paladin. He is on a warhorse, obviously, shield, lance, and he has the Virtue of Confidence and Gauntlet of the Dawn. Virtue of Confidence means that if he can declare a challenge, he has to. He also has to accept them whenever he gets them. But he gets to reroll all failed attacks to hit and to wound. And Gauntlet of the Duel means that when he issues a duel, the opponent can't refuse it. So the goal here with him is we just want to hit this unit, challenge the Wargore, kill the Wargore. Good times had by all. In addition to that, we have a unit of 6 Knights of the Realm, a unit of 12 men-at-arms who were added at the last minute. Originally, this was going to be a unit of Knight-Errants, and then suddenly, a few hours ago, I went, oh wait, you need a unit of 10 infantry, don't you, in a border patrol list to make it legal. Guess I'd better add that. And then finally, we have a unit of 3 Pegasus Knights. Facing them, we have a Wargore. He is equipped with heavy armor, a shield, and Great Fang. Great Fang ignores armor saves of enemy models. Against Bretonnia, I think this is really useful. Everything has 2-ups. Even if you're strength 5, you still 4-up saves. I'd rather just go straight through it, no worries. And he is joining a unit of 5 Gores and 5 Ungores. In addition to them, we have a unit of 3 Dragon Ogres with great weapons and light armor. This is 237 points, so basically half the army is right here. And then, in ambush, we have a unit of 10 Gores and 5 Ungores. And so our plan is basically we're going to spring that ambush in the middle of the game. Hopefully we're going to get them coming in from the back, and we can just sort of crush in this little section here the Bretonnian forces and not give them any room to maneuver around us. Fingers crossed that's how it goes. We'll see what happens. So, obviously with Bretonnia has prayed for the blessing of the lady, so they'll take the second turn, and the beastmen are going first. So let's jump into it. So we're going to start off. I'm going to double check real quick. Ambush can't happen on the first turn, I believe. Even if it could, I'm not going to do it on the first turn. So we're going to go ahead and move these guys forward 10 inches. And so we have a pretty straightforward goal here. Our mission is to, I'm going to say these guys are close enough to be defending the obstacle, because you can't fit a model between them. And so the reason that we placed them here is basically so that they could rush through, defend the obstacle, and have a hard time being killed. And then this forces the enemy to face the Dragon Ogres, who are going to... Okay, Dragon Ogres, what is their movement? I think it's 7, but I'm going to double check that. Yep, 7. Okay, so they're going to have a really hard time charging the Knights of the Realm. But we don't want to move too far forward. So there's 24 inches between us. They can go 16, so we can go forward 7 inches safely. And so if we go forward 7, we still have a 21-inch charge, so... Yeah, we're going to go forward about 7.5 inches. Actually, we can probably go forward 8 inches. Because obviously they have to wheel to get to us, so they can't make this charge here. And the hope is if the men-at-arms push forward, we can just charge them. If the men-at-arms don't push forward, it depends how far forward the Knights of the Realm push forward. There's stuff going on. And that is going to be the end of our first turn for the Beasts of Chaos. So let's get it into... Bretonnia, so we're going to push our Knights of the Realm forward about 2.5 inches. And we're going to wheel them a little bit to be pointing at the Dragon Ogres, and that is all we're going to do with them. The Pegasus Knights. Okay, so we're going to swing the Pegasus Knights up onto this hill, about 8 inches forward. And that's as far as we're going to go with them. I'm going to put them into like this little loose formation. And then... Okay, let's seriously think about this. With a heavy armor and shield, he only has a 5-up save if this guy is hitting with regular strength. I don't want him to be charged, but I'm not opposed to it either, because he can still challenge out the Wargore and hopefully get enough kills. So we're going to move him forward a little bit, like close enough that I think he can be charged. These guys I'm hoping aren't far enough forward that they can be charged. And that is actually going to be it, because I don't want to move these guys forward at all and potentially give the Dragon Ogres a charge and then just like crush through. So we're going to stop there, and that is going to bring us to, well, let me first mark it, Bretonnia, turn 1, sorry, end of Bretonnia, turn 1. Why did that take me so long to get correctly written down? Alright, so ambushing for the Beasts of Chaos. I don't have this one written down, so I'm like quickly scrolling through my book to try and find the rules for it. Okay, so let's see. No, so starting from the second Chaos turn, during any Chaos movement phase after charges have been declared, the general may sound the Brave Horn and launch the ambush. Okay, and then it is mark a point on the table that you want them to arrive on, make a leadership test. If it fails, you move, you pick a random spot. Alright, so let's think about our charges. Do I like my chances of the Wargore getting in on the Paladin? Yeah, I do. Well, the unit getting in on the Paladin. Yeah, I do. And if we overrun, we might clip the Pegasus Knights. And if we don't, like, oh well, whatever. I think we're going to do that. I think we're just going to begrudgingly take the chance that the Dragon Ogres can hit these guys. Alright, so that's going to be our 2 charges. And we're going to hold on both of them, so... First things first, these guys go forward. They will form ranks 4 wide. Oh, I just realized he's not labeled as being part of the unit. Okay, what we're going to do is just going to put this guy, push this guy back. Push this guy back. Not you. You and you. We're just going to like loosely form them up here. And then maximize base contact. These guys. Okay, let's see if we are in range. 14-inch charge. 13.7, but we have to wheel a little bit, ever so slightly, to face these guys. And it's almost certainly going to be too far of a wheel, isn't it? Okay, that was incorrectly set up. My apologies. Let me fix them real quick. So scoot you back to here. And then... Okay. 0.8 inches. And then that is going to be, yep, just barely too far. So they only go 6.2 forward. So now the Bretonnians get the charge on them, if they want it, if they can pass their fear check. And then we get to do our ambush. So we're going to be bringing the ambush in right here. And let's find out if that works. Yes, it does. So we are going to move this unit in from the board edge. So they are allowed to double move, so they're going to come in like this. Wait, hang on. 10 inches in from here. 7.4. I'm actually just going to stop them there. And then these guys into here. So now we have some proper pressure in the rear as well. So like these guys have to start moving or turn around and face them. These guys kind of have to commit to the charge. If these fail their fear check and get trapped between them, that's going to be terrible. Alright, so that brings us to combat. Obviously, we're going to be declaring a challenge. The Wargore gets to hit first. He has 3 attacks. He will wound. He'll hit on 4s, I believe. Yes, hit on 4s. He will save. Wound on 4s, and he will save on. I believe my paladin notes are incorrect. Let me go fix them first. Okay, I am back. Nothing changed on this instance, but there were some mistakes I'd made on my paladin's lineup. So, he'll wound on 4s because they're the same strength and toughness. But he will save only on 6s, because this is only the ward save from the Blessing of the Lady. And that is 1 wound. Where is my wounds? Here's my wounds. Fantastic. Okay. Now then, the Paladin. He is going to strike back. He has 3 attacks. He hits on 4s, and he rerolls all misses. He wounds on 4s, he rerolls all misses. And with heavy armor and a shield, this is a 4-up save, which becomes a 5-up save. Go. 1 wound inflicted in return. That's really unfortunate, but there is the horse. The horse might save us. Come on, horse. Come on, horse. Horse has saved us. We have killed the Wargore. That's not going to, unfortunately, change the outcome of the actual combat, but it does improve our odds of passing our leadership test. So that is 1 rank and an outnumber. So he's only down by 1, so he needs a 7 or better, and he is good. So that's the Wargore dead. And now I can actually just re-wheel this unit real quick to get them set up correctly. So obviously, this is not ideal for the Paladin because he has only got 1 wound left. But we can do some interesting things for the rest of this. Okay, so Bretonnia turn 2. What are we doing? Knights of the Realm going into the Dragon Ogres. Okay, I want to push the Pegasus Knights into these Gores, but I want to save the Paladin as well. He is worth 115 victory points. The Men-at-Arms are only worth 60. They are totally fine to lose these. If we save him, and that's saving like 50-something victory points. Doesn't matter that much, actually. We could charge the Pegasus Knights at the Gores and just try and like shred through them. Yeah, I think that's actually what we're going to do. Alright, so Pegasus Knights are going to charge at the Gores. These guys are going to charge the Dragon Ogres. So let's make our leadership test. They have failed, so they're staying right there. But Pegasus Knights do go in. So this is going to be into here. I'm going to wheel them this way. Form ranks 3 wide, wheel. And they're kind of just like stuck here. And then these guys, to maximize against this is a 120, hang on, 120 divided by 25, so you can have 4.8, so 5 can touch, so you can go 6 wide, I'm pretty sure that's how that math works. Wheel them. As you can see, I have finally remembered to actually set my Gores and Ungores up correctly this week, so I don't have my usual problem where they are awkwardly having to be rearranged. Okay, rest of the movement phase. The Men-at-Arms are going to... Oh, this is so stupid. We're going to push the Men-at-Arms 4 inches forward. And basically what we're trying to do is make it difficult for the Dragon Ogres to charge into these guys. So that in theory, they won't get in. And then we can charge them, countercharge them. In theory. Who knows how that will pan out. Okay, so then we have the Pegasus Knights. So this is going to be 4 attacks from them. Oh, yeah, 3 attacks from the Pegasus. Oh, 4 attacks because they have a Gallant. They will hit on 4s. They will wound on 3s. These guys have shields, but those don't help against strength fire attacks. 1 dead Gore. And then we have 6 attacks from the Pegasus themselves. Hit on 4s, wound on 4s, save on 6s, go. Another dead Gore. Okay, so then this is going to be 4 Gores. They'll hit on 4s. They'll wound on 5s. And these have heavy armor, 5-ups, shield, 4-ups on a Pegasus, 3-up saves. Go. Nothing. Fantastic. Oh, and then we have 2 Ungores as well. The hit on 4s. Actually, this is exactly the same. I'm stupid. I should have... Yep, okay, fantastic. Then we go over here. The Paladin strikes first. So he gets 3 attacks. He hits on 3s. He wounds on 4s. They save on 6s. Go. That's 1 dead Gore. And then we have 2 Gores that can fight back. They hit on 4s. They wound on 5s. He saves on 2s. Nothing. And then 2 Ungores can also strike back. 4s, 5s, 2s, go. And he is dead. That is very sad, but also not unexpected. Okay, so over here we have 1 full rank, and they outnumber, but they've killed 2, so that's a perfect tie. So we're going to get these guys out of here, and then this is unit number 10. So you're going to become 9 and 8, and then we can wheel unit 1 in and fill in the gaps. And then this guy is going to be 4. Alright, so then this unit gets to sort of just disperse back out a bit. And now it is the Beasts of Chaos turn again. So that is end of Bretonnia turn 2, is it? Yeah. Wow, this game is going kind of slow, it feels like. But that's okay. Okay, so let's see how we're doing this. Do I want to actually get the men-at-arms first? The answer is no. I want the Dragon Ogres straight into the Knights of the Realm. I want the Gores into the Knights of the Realm. So let's go ahead and fear check those. They are fine. And then we are within range. Obviously we're in range. So we go, and like we can easily have wheeled around these guys, so it's fine. And then wheel, perfect. And then these guys go into here. And then I wheel them. And that is also perfect. So arguably these could take up, or should be done a little bit better, because they can like stick more further out, but because of this combat here, they really can't. So we are just going to have to like leave them as is. So combat phase, we're going to start with our Dragon Ogres. These boys have weapon skill 4, so they're going to hit on 4s, and they have 3 attacks each, I believe. Yep. So it's 9 attacks, hit on 4s. They'll wound on 2s because they have strength 5, but they have great weapons, so it's going to be strength 7 that they're hitting at. So real quick, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6s to save. Oh, I completely forgot about the ward saves, didn't I? Let me quickly make those on the... Okay, so here's the Paladin's ward saves. We don't have saved him, which is good, quote unquote. Okay, so 4 guys are going to die unless they make their ward saves, and 1 does, so only 3 die. Alright, and then we have the Gores. So they're going to make... Actually, the Gores and the Ungores can all attack together. So 8 attacks, hit on 4s, wound on 4s, save on 2s, go. Nothing. Okay. So now we hit back with... We actually hit back with all 3. Because 5 of the guys could... Oh no, we hit back with 4. Oh, so 2 of them, sorry. And then we have the champion, so that's going to be 3 attacks. And we're going to put these into... And we're going to put 2 of them into the Gores, actually. Yeah, into the Gores. So it's going to be 1 dead Gore. And we're basically fishing for as much damage as we can with these guys to try and offset the fight. But nope, that's a loss there. Okay, so back over to here. Pegasus Knights. They have higher initiative, so they get to strike first. And so now we have 4 attacks, hit on 4s, wound on 5s, save on 5s, go, nothing. And then 6 attacks, hit on 4s, wound on 4s, save on 6s. These are our Pegasus attacks, and they have got another one. And then the Gores get to attack back 5, well, they attack with the Ungores, so it's going to be 9 attacks, hit on 4s, wound on 5s, save on 3s, go, nothing. Okay, so let's do some combat res real quick. No ranks because they're on the flank, so flank 3, outnumber, so that's 2, 4, 5 points. These guys have a banner, so that goes back down to 4. They killed in 1, 3, but they're outnumbered by fear of causing enemies, so they automatically flee. They go 11 inches, and then the pursuit from Dragon Ogres goes 10, and the pursuit from the Gores. Actually, no, it's gonna... Well, I was gonna restrain them, but I can't, so it doesn't matter. So these guys go 11 inches. They go into this combat, so they just die, unfortunately. And then these guys. Okay, so the pursuit is actually going to be... These guys go into the rear. And then these guys go into the flank. And that's really unfortunate for us. And then we have to make a panic check for our men-at-arms, who fail and go 6 inches this way. So I think this might be a Bretonnia loss. Real quick, combat res, 2. They lose 1. So rank, so that's +1. They outnumber, that's +2. They lost the guy, that's only +1. But these guys hold. Okay, so get this guy out of here. This guy was 8, so this guy becomes 7. And we wheel that unit in. And then we form ranks on these guys. 6 wide, wheel. What number are you? 4. So you become 3. Wheel. 6 wide is... Actually, I could go 5 wide. Just want to do real quick. 5 wide, wheel. Perfect. And then we can wheel this unit and slam them in to maximize with just 2. Okay, so Bretonnia turn. Let's see if those peasants rally. They don't, but they go only 2 inches further. So they still have hope. If they don't roll a 4 or more on the next turn for fleeing distance. Okay, so combat just straight away. Wow, this is flying. There are 2 Dragon Ogres. It's going to be 6 attacks, hit on 4s. They will wound on 2s, they will save on 6s. This is just the ward save. No, is that right? 3 ups become 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s. Yeah, okay, so it's just a ward save. But it is fire up ward save because it's a structure. Wow, they didn't do anything. That's kind of crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 attacks. That'll hit on 4s, wound on 5s. And save on 3s, go 2 wounds, that's 1 dead Pegasus Knight. And then the other 2 Pegasus Knights get to hit, and we're just going to punch into this unit right here. So that we have the highest chance of killing something, so... Oh, highest chance of not dying is the answer. 4s, 5s, 5s, go. And then 4 attacks that hit on 4s, wound on 4s, save on 6s, go, nothing. Alright, so that's going to be 11 attacks that hit on 4s, wound on 5s, save on 3s, go, 1 extra wound. Alright. And so that is a combat loss. They are outnumbered by these guys, so they are also fleeing. 3d6 inches, 10 inches. And this is an instance where I'm going to rule that there isn't a chance to pursue simply because they're going straight into difficult terrain. So that is the end of Bretonnia turn 3. And you know what? I'm really glad to see Bretonnia lose one and lose one like decisively like this. So then we're going to have these guys declare a charge at the men-at-arms. We aren't in range, but that's okay. So just going to go up to here. These guys are just going to... Honestly, I'm going to run these guys back this way. Because technically in this game mode, there is... You do have to worry about capturing board edges and the like. I just never do. And then Bretonnia turn, let's see. Whoops, 2d6. 5? Oh, they rallied. Wow, okay. Unexpected. I actually genuinely thought this would just be the end of the game. So charges, these guys are going to go into there. It's over turn 4. These guys go 5 wide, I think, in this instance. Yeah, we can maximize 5 wide. And then, we're going to, with the men-at-arms, use their shields, I think, rather than their polearms. So that's going to be 5, 6, 7 attacks that all hit on 3s, that wound on 4s, save on 4s, go. Nothing, huh? Unexpected success for the peasants. 4 attacks hit on 4s, wound on 5s, save on 5s, go. Nothing. Okay, so this is just a tie, isn't it? Yep. Nothing else going on there. So this is Bretonnia turn then. Now we're fighting in initiative order. I don't know peasant initiative off the top of my head because I changed this one at the last man-at-arms initiative 3. And beast herds are also initiative 3. So this is going to be beast herds, man-at-arms. Okay, beast herds fights first. So that's going to be, once again, 7 attacks. Is that right? Why did I say 7? 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoops. 8 attacks. So hit on 3s, wound on 4s, save on 4s. Go. 1 dead man-at-arms. Oh, wait, no, I'm wrong, actually. Sorry, last turn these guys actually won, because they have an extra rank. So actually, it's totally fine, the beast herd passed. No! The beast herd lost by 1, and then with only a leadership 6, yes, so actually they were fleeing 8 inches, and the peasants chased them down 9. So actually, good things happened, and then this is the actual Bretonnia turn. Let's be real here. We're gonna get charged by the dragon ogres, so I'm gonna try and charge them first. So let's see if we can muster our courage. We can't. We only have a leadership of 5. So then next turn, dragon ogres charge. 7, so they're going to not go fleeing. They just only hit on 6s, which lol, Lamau, the Bretonnians hitting it all. That was previous Bretonnia turn 4. This is actual turn 5 for Beastmen. And then these guys are going to, they're not going to do anything. I'm really confident the Dragon Ogres have this. So it's going to be 9 attacks that hit on 3s, that wound on 2s, and save on 7s. Go. Yep, that is an entire rank wiped. And that is enough actually to outnumber them, so they'll auto flee. And they go 10 inches and are pursued 10 inches. Okay, so that's the end of the game. So I can tell you without having to do any math that's going to be a decisive victory for the Beastmen, but I'm going to quickly calculate victory points anyway. So we have, I don't need to add up this, but I'm going to, 500 victory points scored for the beast herds, assuming we don't count the, what's it called again, bonus things. If we do, I think they're actually scoring more like 900 victory points. 116 plus 90, whereas only 206. Again, if we're counting bonus points, they killed the generals, so that's an extra 100, so that'd be like 300, but still, it's a huge difference. So that is definitely a Beast of Chaos victory. I don't think I've seen such a decisive Bretonnia loss ever on this channel, actually. If I did, it was in the gold mana part and part of the stuff that didn't ever get published. Because I had like a number of games that never saw the light of day because it was just starting to get boring, and the return on like the amount of views versus the amount of effort I was putting in just didn't feel worth it. So I sort of canned that one. And it's on my plans to go back to looking at something like it in the future, but we'll get there when we get there. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Tomorrow, it's the last day of the month. It's the last day of daily battle reports. I'm so looking forward to it because I'm so tired, but I'm also looking forward to it because it's going to be a really exciting game. Tomorrow, I'm finally going to stop being coy. It is going to be Empire versus Skaven using the sheer heroism scenario. So that is, I believe it is 15 Empire heroes versus 1,500 points of Skaven. I have no idea how it's going to go, but I'm very excited, and I hope that I will see you there. So until then, boy!